All this time, you guys couldn't hear me. I am so sorry. Um, Once again, welcome to the pre-show. Hashtag Heroes for Life Wrestling Podcast. It looks like I'm gonna be going solo tonight. Everybody else is either asleep or they're at work. So yeah, and then I actually was supposed to have um Antoine on, but something's wrong with his mic. So first time in a long time, I'll be going solo. If you guys do want to pop in, the opportunity is there. We're going to talk a little bit about the situation with Xavier Woods, and also we will talk a little bit about AEW. We'll talk about AEW as a whole, and also we'll talk about the pay-per-views. So yeah, we got some things to talk about. And once again, if you guys are interested on coming on the podcast, I will be sharing the link. So yeah. Okay. So looks like I got that squared away. Shoot. Can you guys still hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Oh, and also we'll talk about. Never mind. Okay, I can hear myself now. Okay. Um. Shit. Okay. Just make sure. Okay. Okay. Friends timeline. Okay. Discussing AW full gear. Okay. Sure now. I am love. What the fuck? I cannot type tonight. Okay. Shit. Okay. All right. Hey Corey, what's going on? Reese, what's going on? How you guys doing? Might need your help tonight. I feel abandoned tonight, but let's have a good podcast. If you guys have any questions or if you want to anything that I missed, please let me know. Okay. I'm kind of getting back into the the rhythm of things. You know what I'm saying? I've been keeping up, in the wrestling world with the different um, news that's been going on, but I am going to need your help on this podcast tonight because, like I said, I'm by myself tonight. So yeah, all right. So let's have a good podcast, and I'll be right back.
Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Let's go.
All right, what's up, humans? Welcome to Hashtag Heroes for Life Wrestling Podcast. This is a special episode where we're just basically going to shoot the shit tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about Xavier Woods dispute with WWE. I'm actually going to go ahead and put out the link so you guys can come on and join with me, and anything that you guys want to talk about. Like I said, this is a freestyle podcast. So basically fans, wrestlers, promoters can come on and just talk with me, discussing today's news. Remember to share the podcast around. That will be most appreciated. And let's go ahead with segment one. So segment one, Xavier Woods is having a contract dispute with the WWE over up, down, down. Now this has been Xavier Woods' YouTube podcast. Everyone knows that Xavier Woods is a heavy gamer, especially in the gaming industry. And so apparently, from my understanding, from what I've been reading this before I came on here, just to kind of get a good view of what's going on as far as this is concerned. As a matter of fact, I got someone to help me out, Mr. Rocket Reese. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. I am hyped up. It's full gear weekend. Let's go.
Yes, yes. So, my friend, I'm glad to have you on here because I was just getting ready to talk about Xavier Woods' up, down, down dispute with the WWE. Now, can you kind of shed some light on this? Because I don't want to give the viewers the wrong information. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading based on what I'm looking at that the content, like the users that pretty much keep up to date with Xavier's YouTube channel is being paid, but Xavier Woods is not being paid. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's somewhere along the lines of it. But yeah, when I was reading this one, I was like, hold on. X doesn't even get paid for his own damn show. I'm like, what?
Yeah, because from what I'm looking at, that I guess it's in conflict with his WWE contract. So anything outside of the WWE contract, like even YouTube, I believe he can't get paid.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it I mean, did Xavier know all this? I mean, I don't know because like when he tried to launch his channel back in like I believe it was a couple years ago, it took a long time for him to get the green light. So I mean, I don't understand like why is he disputing something that he should have knew about from day one?
It was thing because he was doing like up, down, down, like way before like when WWE started putting in these whole third party things like all the Twitch stuff and
Hmm.
all that stuff going on. So I was like,
Hmm.
I wouldn't say it would necessarily be a grandfathered kind of clause with Woods would have up, down, down, but still,
Hmm.
I'm like, considering he's been one of the few legit moneymakers WWE's had and that people naturally like, I'm like, hell, let him have his damn channel. And shoot, sometimes like the things that happen on up, down, down, they've actually been more some of the more entertaining things WWE's done.
Hmm. Interesting. It's interesting that you said that because I seen, excuse me, I seen like a glimpse of SmackDown tonight. Now I don't know if Xavier Woods got his ass whooped tonight. I'm not exactly sure. Um, I guess Roman Reigns was holding his crown, I
Yeah.
believe. So what happened on SmackDown? Tyler, what's up, bro? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
All right. So there. All right. Kayla was backstage with Roman and Paul, and they was getting yeah, they was talking about what happened the week before when Woods beat Jimmy Uso, and right before Jimmy was supposed to like pay homage to the King when Roman jumped him. So then,
Oh,
so then this
interesting.
match. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, between Roman and Xavier, all right, there's stipulation if Roman if Roman wins, Xavier has to bow down to him and acknowledge him. But
Really?
if Woods won, then Roman would have to take the knee and bow down to the king. But then Roman decided to up the stakes a little bit. He was like, all right, if I don't honor and bow down to Woods, then I'll leave WWE and you strip me of the universal title.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Um, so he won on a DQ.
yeah, Woods won on a DQ with the Usos. Shocking surprise. Usos came in, they beat the hell out of Woods, and then they grab his crown while Roman's on his knee in the ring by himself. But then
Hmm.
the Usos crown him king, and that's pretty much how the show goes off.
Got you. Now the man want to come back on. Okay. Now he wants to come back on. Yes.
What's up, brothers?
Hey, what's going on, man?
All right.
You know what I mean?
Wait, am I hearing a feedback?
Yeah, I had it. I was watching on my phone. I had to turn my phone off.
Can can you do
You
that?
can't hear me?
I mean, I can hear you, but I can hear myself.
You can't hear me? Jesus.
I can hear you,
Yeah.
but I'm talking like it's a echo.
Oh, let me find out. Let's find out. Excuse me. Let's get this out. All right. One more time.
All right, there.
Ah, Jesus
All right, there we
Christ. Okay, so he having some technical difficulties, so let's get back. All right. Um. All right. Let's see. Hopefully he's good this time.
How's it now?
I can still hear my. I can still hear myself.
Oh wow.
go.
Is it my fault? I'm sorry.
Do you have earphones?
Yeah. Let me put that in.
Try to put that in.
Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes,
All right. Is it better?
but I can still hear myself.
Oh Jesus, help me. All right. Let me see if I can do something. I'll be right back.
All right. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, getting back to regular programming already in progress. Okay. So, my question is for Xavier Woods. Is he being buried?
I wouldn't go that far yet, but dude, I would not be surprised if it eventually winds up happening because, yeah,
I mean,
would be nice.
he kind of going down the road of Keith Lee.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, but
mean,
I'll
maybe
tell you
I'm.
this.
I don't
Let's
know.
see what happens in Survivor Series because there's going to be a real tell of this story. Because if Roman winds up beating Big E, which I think is going to happen, um, and then of course, depending on when Woods gets eliminated during the Raw SmackDown, the men's Survivor Series matchup, yeah,
Hmm.
that could tell a little something. But right now, I'm pumping the brakes before we go on the Woods getting buried talk.
Well, I mean, because the reason why I'm talking about this is because I've seen this story before, and that's why I'm kind of I'm a little bit shaky on what I'm saying that this whole thing with Woods. Now, granted, B, I do agree with you that I don't think we should like start saying that he's getting buried now. But I mean, it's only so many times that we've seen this over and over and over again to the point where it's talk about, oh, I've seen this story before.
Yeah, I get you on that one. And hell, glad you brought up Keith Lee because I remembered when you literally the second he dropped the NXT championship, yeah, you were saying there it goes, and then sure enough, all the stuff that wound up happening, I was like,
Mhm.
yep,
Hang on
there.
one second, Reese. Hang on. Let me get back with. I can still hear myself.
Really? My fault, son.
Hmm.
Okay. So Keith Lee, we're still in this segment. We're still in segment one talking about Xavier Woods, but this Keith Lee issue is really bothering me because of how he was disrespected and then how he left out and like you know what I'm saying even you know what I'm saying legends in the WWE talking shit about him saying that well he should have knew better, he shouldn't have an attitude. I mean bro, like if you're frustrated with a fucking company that's trying to take your name, your real name at that, and they're not pushing you and then coming up with a million ones excuses of why they should push you, I would be upset too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But like if you don't follow in the system of the WWE, if you don't follow the system, the WWE system, you are going to get prosecuted or penalized or whatever. And I just don't think it's fair. What's going on, Corey? How you doing?
no, it's not at all. And to go to somebody else that got screwed over, look at Taya Valkyrie, aka Frankie Monet, we'll call her Joelle. You have her. All right. Well, actually, she leaves her home in California,
Mm-hmm.
moves to Orlando, only for you to fire her like within less than
Hmm.
8 months.
Hmm. I'm telling you, the WWE is dirty as shit, man. I mean, we can sit back and we can always talk about, other wrestling companies are also dirty as well. But the WWE has had a reputation of just being shady, being evil, anything that you want to say about the WWE, like every harsh word for the WWE, that's what the WWE is, and it don't have anything to do with me being a hater. I'm telling you, I was raised up with the WWE, but I'm seeing the same process over and over every fucking year. Now it has gotten really bad for the past 2 years. Ever since AEW have came on the scene, the WWE has been making just these questionable decisions. Hold on one second.
How's that now?
Hopefully I don't.
All right, no echo.
Yeah.
Finally.
I just turned the echo cancellation off. My fault.
Thank God, because
I
I'm
got
just
it.
like, what the fuck?
What's up?
Okay,
What's
so
up,
what
guys?
we're gonna do is we're gonna revisit Xavier Woods because I know that you was talking about that. So right now we're talking a little bit about Keith Lee.
No problem.
Um, Reese, go ahead.
Yeah, that like when it came to the whole thing with Keith Lee, it was just you have this man go on and unify both the North American title, which he never
Mm-hmm.
lost,
Mm,
and the NXT title, only to have him drop the NXT title to Cross in its first defense. Then
mm,
you bring him up like a couple days later. Yeah, put him in a program with Orton.
mm-hmm.
Yep. And then you kind of have them half and half. And then you're like, those reports when they talked about, oh, I want you to learn how to work a big man style came in. And then he's off TV. We didn't know why
Mm-hmm.
until like he came back and we found out that the man almost died from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the whole Bearcat thing, and it's like, okay, y'all do remember that NXT was to help develop a character so that when you brought the man up, You didn't have to work with them.
Now, I told you about Keith Lee, and when I first seen it, when it during his time of coming to the WWE, this man got turned down twice. No, three times, if I'm not mistaken. It was either twice or three. But the thing is that you know that this man is talent. This man, it speaks volumes when we talk about stardom, star power. Like he already was a big name when he was coming into the WWE. But the problem is that I think they did that shit on purpose. I think number one was out of spite. Number two, I think it was because he was, part of Triple H's, what I'm saying,
Mm.
roster, what I'm saying. And number three, whatever he did in the back to piss someone off, whatever, they already made they wanted to make him look stupid, then fire him. That whole Bearcat shit, and even Keith Lee even said this shit on Twitter. He said that shit was never his idea to begin with. And I knew it wasn't because I was like, number one, Bearcat does not even make no motherfucking sense. I wouldn't even, if I was a wrestler, I wouldn't even name myself no fucking Bearcat. That shit is stupid.
Wow. You
And
gotta think about it though. How many wrestlers that had their own name before coming to WWE that Vince actually pushed? Like the last person was what, AJ Styles?
AJ
Yep.
Styles and Kevin Owens.
Kevin, well, even Kevin Owens, you had to change his name.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about the only two people I can name off the top of my head. Well, maybe three would have been Harley Race, Ric Flair, AJ Styles. That's about it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
he has to make you. That's why Roman Reigns is so big because he made Roman Reigns. You feel what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
Mm.
made Seth. Well, not saying Seth Rollins the character, but if he ever leaves, he won't be Seth Rollins no more. Keith Lee will always be Keith Lee. AJ Styles will always be AJ Styles. That's that's his name. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm. Mm.
He didn't
Mm.
make that, and it's pissing him off. And then what makes the situation even worse now is the health situation of Triple H. You know what I'm saying? So now he don't even have a dog to fight in because he's too busy trying to get well himself. So all
Yeah.
the people that he groomed and molded and stuff like that, he can't even fight for them because he's at home mending for himself. So
Mm.
already know his career, his wrestling career is over. You know,
Basically.
basically, if you have a heart, a heart operation, you're not wrestling no more. And
Nope.
we don't even know if that is stressful enough for him to work back scenes anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
You got Shawn
Mm.
Michaels looking like Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff right now. The hell
Not
out.
Trevor.
Yeah, he is straight up like Trevor. I'm like, yo, this dude must be
Wow.
stressed. I'm like,
Yeah.
it is like we knew, like, Karrion Cross. Soon as he came to the main roster, looking like, um, oh my god, Mad Max and
SNL
stuff.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah, looking like a character from Mad Max
yeah.
Beyond the
When I saw that, I
Thunderdome.
knew his days was
Hmm.
numbered. I knew his days numbered, and you could tell, you could tell the way he worked. He didn't like that. He did not like it at all. He was like, yo,
Yeah.
let me just get this to catch this check. But he looked like a damn buffoon. Like, how, you made him damn near unstoppable in NXT. And then as soon as he came to the main roster, now mind you, I know it was Jeff Hardy, a former world champion. I understand that. But son, you lose your first match? Like,
In
come
2 minutes.
on, in 2 minutes. Come on, son. It's
In
not even a
two
second.
motherfucking minutes.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
how I know. That's why I said everything that's going on right now in the WWE, especially in NXT, is being done out of spite.
That's why,
I do not know why. Now they say it got something to do with AEW, but I'm just not. I'm not believing that shit. I'm not, because if you look at NXT, NXT is not as big. I mean, it's big, but it's not as big as Raw and SmackDown. They've been around for ages. I think it just had everything to do with Vince losing to his competition
you know,
that he says that he doesn't give a shit about. As a matter of fact, tonight they was in, I think, what was it? They was in,
Norfolk, and
yeah. So
where Dynamite's going to be next this coming Wednesday.
exactly. So what happened tonight? Vince is back on that same bullshit. So a fan was wearing a AEW hoodie tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So a WWE production guy from the back or whatever came to where the cat had the AEW hoodie on, and he was sitting in the front. Dude told him he could not wear his hoodie and gave him a t-shirt, a WWE t-shirt for free.
I would have took that. Oh well.
Yeah, why does this sound like 2018, 2019 all over again?
You know the problem is all right. Vince slept for 20 years. Like after 2001 and after he beat WCW, or I just say WCW shot himself in the foot,
Yeah.
he felt he had no competition. Impact, TNA, they was there, but there was no competition. Ring of Honor, they was there, but there was no competition. So forth and so forth. New Japan is in Japan. There was no competition. So you was the only thing going in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
When AEW came, you thought there was going to be another Impact or another Ring of Honor or whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a billionaire backing it, so you already know that's not going to be the case. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
that's one. Two, you was pissing so many wrestlers off that they just wanted something new. You know what I'm saying? You slept on Chris Jericho. You're like, let him leave. He's not gonna be a threat. Let Cody leave. He's not gonna be a threat. And you see, they became threats. You know what I'm saying? You
I
slept
mean,
on
legit
they
threats.
they became legit threats. You know what I'm saying? And now you're like kicking yourself in the foot to the point where you were so desperate that you was willing to sign the Young Bucks and give them whatever money they wanted. You was willing to re-sign Daniel Bryan and let him wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He said that. He's like, I could have stayed in WWE and wrestled in New Japan. That was part of his contract, and he still said no. So if he's telling you no, that means something.
Because there's always a hidden intent
Mm-hmm.
with the WWE. The hidden intent was basically to lure Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks to the WWE and keep them contained. I always kept saying that Vince is Brainiac. He
Oh yeah.
uses he brings motherfuckers over and keep them in this big container so they cannot go
No,
anywhere.
he keeps them on the shelf.
Yeah, and then whoever he wants like to be in his inner circle, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's who he keeps pushing because we all know, despite like the recent rumors and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte's still going to be at the top of the women's division.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely know Roman ain't leaving that top spot anytime
Mm-mm.
soon.
You got that right.
Not at all because right now he's getting a monster push right now.
Mm.
Matter of
So
fact,
yeah.
I tell you right
Oh,
now.
and hey,
I'm sorry.
you know what? They just brought this up today, and this is the first time Cole said it on the broadcast. That the first time they've actually mentioned that Roman's starting to get near surpassing Brock's record for Universal Champion.
Yeah, they said that.
I'm not surprised behind that shit. I mean, it is right now. Roman, I'm not going to say that he's on a different tier right now, but it's just more so he's getting a monster push because Vince does not want to push nobody else. And the thing about it is too, you can't sit up here and say that he's the most dominating champion because guess what? He was part of COVID and there was really no one that was watching. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I mean, there was really no one that he was really defending against because COVID was around. So it was like literally he was getting handicap points just like his so-called cancer
Yeah.
thing. But I'm not gonna talk about that
Yo,
right now.
but check this out. Did you see the top 10? I forgot. I wrote it down somewhere. It was the top 10 highest paid WWE wrestlers
Mm-hmm.
of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Five of them is not even on television. Like Dolph Ziggler, he's getting paid a boatload of money. You don't see him
Mm-mm.
at all. Like, damn, you just paying these cats to sit the f down?
Nope.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna see
showing
him
that
either.
Chilling getting that Titus mac and cheese.
Oh Lord. And that was another thing. You dropping. Oh, see, I was gonna say you're releasing all these people, but you got like Titus. Well, we know why Titus is there, but that's a different story. Um, and I feel bad for Titus because the WWE's used you, son. Real talk.
I don't feel sorry for
Right.
Titus
I
because
like you.
Titus wanted to be the motherfucking jigaboo, to be
Now
like known as the fucking laughing stock. That's
now
what
that's
he wanted.
That's GI Bro, but that's the different story.
GI, well, him
Oh,
too. That motherfucker too. Like he's him. Booker T is like on my fucking shit list for like forever. Like they know that the WWE is like don't it's not really exactly fond of black folks, but they want to make themselves look so damn good they will push any fucking black folk that is available. The only good thing that they did was make Bobby Lashley WWE champion and made him one of the most dominating, believable, legit fighting, defending WWE champions.
and he needs to be
Big E,
and he needs to be champion again.
Big E on the other hand, I'm sorry, just not believable to
No,
me.
no. I would have believed Big E if he was on SmackDown. He should be fighting Roman right now.
He should be.
He
Him
should
or
fight.
Bobby should be
Yeah,
fighting
that's what I'm saying. And
Roman right
Bobby should
now.
have stayed on Raw as the champion. He should have been a SmackDown fighting, you know what I'm saying, and keep the New Day together or whatever. It's just me. I'm just saying.
No, I agree. I think that they need someone over there on SmackDown that can
Yeah.
actually dethrone Roman, because
that's
The
what I'm
Rock
saying.
is not The Rock. I guess they had it in the future that when they went to Hollywood or to Dallas, that Rock was supposed to be going against Roman Reigns. That's
First,
not going to even happen anytime soon.
first of all, people need to get off the Rock's nuts. Like, people don't understand how big Dwayne Johnson brand is, right? On his good day, when he was wrestling, what was he making? $4 or $5 million a year?
yeah.
He's making $20, $25 million a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he has so much stuff. I even forgot until today. I'm like, yo, he owns the XFL. He has to run that next year. He ain't got no
Yep.
time to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? He has no time to wrestle. Like, what they have to bring for him to come back to wrestling for like one appearance, they have to bring in the boatload, the Brinks truck. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, when the Rock comes back, he's gonna. No, he's not. He don't care.
People are still stuck
They still
10
stuck in
years
the
ago.
1996. Like
They
they
still
still
stuck.
stuck in the attitude era. Yo,
Yeah.
listen, the Rock did his run. He did. Yo, stop calling the Rock's name. Stop calling Cena's name. Stop calling Batista's name. They're making too much money to be doing bumps in a ring. Batista's making $10 million a movie, son. You think he's coming back to wrestling? John Cena.
And that's
shocked
why
he came back.
and that's why Vince did not want them to be bigger than the WWE,
Yeah,
because he wanted the wrestlers, especially the
yeah.
Rocks, the Stone Colds, the John Cena's. He wanted them to depend on the WWE. So just any event, if he gets into this jam that he's in right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
that they can easily come back to the WWE, but
And-
that shit backfired.
And that's the problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, and that's where like the up, down, and all this other stuff started coming.
Mhm.
These wrestlers are not dumb. They're smart. They're like, all right, I love wrestling, but I can't do this like Roddy Piper to my 60s and die. I can't do that. I gotta find my escape plan. I gotta, what's gonna make me money on the outside world. So that's why they had the Twitch. That's why they had the up, down. I forgot old girl, Ruby Riot. Before she left, she had a cooking show. I was watching. They was doing what Sheamus does, the workout.
Oh yeah.
The workout with Sheamus. And I'm talking about, this is stuff that I was watching that I actually enjoyed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then now you're gonna tell them, oh, they can't make money on the outside, because these wrestlers got an expiration date, and these wrestlers know that.
They
They're like,
do.
You know what? You're already grooming our replacements anyway. So let me get my shit in order, get my stuff in order, and get out the right. Like even before this stuff went up, down, he not getting paid. Xavier Woods was talking about, he's like, yo, I only got a couple of years left. I'm not wrestling until I'm like 45. I'm not doing that. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Does he have his doctorate already?
Yeah, he already got. Yeah, he been at his doctor.
There's so much possibilities this man can do. You know,
Yeah, they could go for a second one next year.
yeah, I think he's going for a second one. He got so much stuff to do. Yo, when WWE took his page over, he already had 2 million subscribers. 2 million.
Mhm.
And that was without WWE's help. He did that on his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's it. They still had a New Day podcast.
I heard they just stopped that because he wasn't getting paid. I
Wow.
think the last episode.
Ooh.
I think the last episode they did because I listened to that too. I think the last
Wow.
episode was when Big E first became WWE champion. They had an episode after that.
Yeah, that and Samuel, yeah. Zack Ryder did start that YouTube shit. He really did.
Yeah, he showed you the blueprint.
He gave him the blueprint and then
Yeah,
they start
Long
following. And
Valley,
now the WWE
Long
got a
Valley High
problem with
School
that shit.
story.
and you could tell like back to up down down. You could tell when Xavier Woods had total control of that thing. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Well,
I don't know if you ever watched it and stuff like that.
yeah,
I mean, I
because
watch it
I
every
would
once.
see like
Yeah.
Takagi
Yeah.
on there,
I,
Adam Cole was always
I,
on, and
oh, did you see the
Cesaro.
episode when they was at E3 and they had the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega playing Street Fighter?
I
Oh
saw the
yeah,
Yeah,
episode. Yeah,
that
I
was
saw that.
that was on up down down. But that was before they signed to AEW. They was still New Japan, so I guess they wasn't a threat. So they let them on the show. Yeah, they was playing them on Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we were just talking
Yeah,
about, that the WWE will allow the WWE wrestlers to interact with wrestlers that's in companies that's not a threat to the
right, exactly.
WWE.
Mhm.
So New Japan is not considered a threat. So they say, oh yeah, you can have them on the show as long as they're not AEW, they're fine. And
Well,
I
yeah,
don't think that's actually right. I think
well,
that's what they're doing is they're they're playing on the toxicity that's going on in the wrestling industry and in the wrestling community that's going on right now.
yeah, because it was so. The funny part, I was watching the Joe Rogan's podcast again with the Undertaker, and he pissed me off when he was like basically disrespecting the wrestlers, talking about oh they doing nothing but playing video games and whatever, whatever. I was like, why would you say that? What? Because they not all drugged up and high like y'all was and stuff. They
Yeah.
see they see how y'all look. They see how y'all turned out, and they don't want to
Hmm.
be like that. They want lives and they want to live long lives and stuff. So okay, if I was a wrestler, let's say if I came in my 20s, I'd be like Mick Foley. Yo, by 40, I'm done with this. I'm not wrestling no more
Mhm.
regardless. You know what I'm saying? And well, you got, of course, you got like Bobby Lashley. He's 45 and looks amazing, but that's different. But you're not gonna have me going to these indie shows and can't barely walk into a ring for $200. That's not happening. I'm gonna try to find something else. You
Wait,
know,
Bobby Lashley is
he's
45?
he's
Yeah,
my
at
age.
least.
He's 45 years old.
Wow, he do not
That's what
look.
I said. We,
Wow.
we was born the same year. I was amazed when I found out. I was like, yo, Bobby Lashley, 45 years old, looking like
And
that. But
wow.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But not how many Bobby Lashley's we have in the and what's saying. All
Not
right,
a lot.
like even
Mm-mm.
I know you're gonna laugh. Our truth.
Yeah,
He's
he's
pushing
like
50.
his 50s, I think, or
Yeah, he's
just
pushing
south
50.
of it.
Yeah.
I turned him off a long time
Nah,
ago.
no, you know
Like
what? I was just like you until I saw his backstory. After I saw his backstory, I said, let him eat because damn near wrestling saved his life. Like that dude was going downhill
that,
quickly.
and that's
Oh yeah,
fine.
that 24/7. Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Like what I'm saying, I honor your backstory. But then at the same time, you gotta come back to reality.
Yeah.
Okay. If you know that the WWE is using you for laughs and giggles and all the other shit, that's where I'm gonna take my hands off of you.
What
The
you got?
same thing with Booker T. Booker T wanted some motherfucking sympathy cards and shit, but then will sit back and disrespect his own motherfucking people. But then yet you want me to respect you, but you can't even respect your own fucking race.
Damn. Booker T basically is the wrestling equivalent of Jason Whitlock. So don't even worry about that. Every time I hear Jason Whitlock, I think of Booker T. So I'm like, yo, they're there for a reason. Like, I don't care what an African American does in the wrestling business, Booker T has to kick them. He has to kick them down. He has to disagree with everything they do. But you know, it is what it is. You know,
Because he feels that, you know what I'm saying, they're not going his route, which is
no, he
kissing
wants to
that.
be the only one there. You know how we had house Negroes back in the days. You know, when slavery days, those house Negroes wanted to be the only one there. They wanted to be the only one important. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what
And
Booker T is.
and yeah, Booker T want to feel like he's important. And
He's
I'm just
important. I'm like,
like,
you're not even
I
wrestling no more, right? Damn.
no, he's not even wrestling. I mean, he's doing podcasting, which I really feel that that's like kind of questionable itself, because like every time that you go on a podcast, it's like you always saying something, you know, negative, either about AEW or you're talking about your own people. And I'm not even talking about black folks. I'm talking about like other talent.
Yeah, other
Yeah,
WWE talent. I understand.
but then sit
He's a
back,
homer.
yeah, and then sit back and then take down the tweet 2 minutes later after he got his people got in that ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a homer. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But how many former wrestlers get on a radio show or get on a podcast and keep it 100%? You know what I'm saying?
Not a lot.
Yeah. If they catch a check, let's say like Booker T he's still getting paid by WWE. Mark Henry is getting paid by AEW. I haven't heard him say one bad word about AEW since he's been there on his radio show. Not one. I'm like,
You probably not, because like I said,
they're not going to hear it.
it's all about the high mighty dollar.
And matter of fact, every Friday they interview Tony Khan. You really think he's going to say something bad to Tony Khan, who cuts his checks every damn week? He's not gonna do that.
But I mean, like the thing about it is, and that's another thing that we don't have in the wrestling community. We do not have motherfuckers that keep it real, and that's it. And it's been an ongoing trend. And yet, you talk about you want me to respect the wrestling business, but then yet you deliberately lie in my face.
No, well, the people who try to keep it real gets released. You know what I'm saying? When they start talking about banding together like a Selena Vega or something like that, banding together, starting a union.
Selena Vega sold the fuck out.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah.
not really, because she didn't give up the channel. She gave it to her husband because he still runs it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say she sold out. She's like, you know what? I'll get back to WWE, baby, take over the channel. So I don't see her there no more. He's still on it, but it's not like AJ Styles and he damn near turned his channel off.
But it was more so like there was a price.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, you sell it to, you know, you give it to your husband, and we'll promote you to Queen of the Ring or some type of shit.
Yeah.
But after that, you're not going to get pushed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's really fucked up though. But I mean, whatever. But let's talk about some good news. As a matter of fact, this is going to be our last segment. This is what's going to take us all out today or tonight. Mr. William, what's going on? All right, we got to talk about the big story. AW Full Gear.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. This is 4 hours fucking long, y'all. 4 hours long.
Take a nap.
This is, I'm telling you, take a nap. Oh, this is another thing too. AEW will be hosted in every movie theater nationwide.
I'll be watching.
Every, including Marcus Theaters. I looked it up on my app yesterday, and it will be playing tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. So everybody, if you can't watch it,
AMC baby.
Yes,
theaters. Go check them out.
That remind me. You can tell I'm kind of a man of a certain age. That remind me of old closed circuit television.
Hey, look.
That's how I watched WrestleMania 3
before pay-per-view.
If it's like me getting out of $50 damn and just paying for 20 or 25, I'm cool with that. However, I work for a cable company, so I get like 10% off. But I'm telling you, I pay $50 for the pay-per-view, like the last pay-per-view, that was the best fucking pay-per-view of 2021. There is no way that Full Gear, even with the stat card that they have, I just don't think they're going to outdo All Out. But I could be wrong. But
Yeah,
that
you
card
don't
is
think
so fucking
AEW likes
stacked,
to do?
dude.
They like to top themselves in this one, but
Yeah, because like they topped themselves with All Out. All Out was like one of the best pay-per-views I've seen in 10 years. But tomorrow night, we gotta talk about this shit right now. Mr. William, thank you so much for the love. He said he loves this channel because you guys keep it real. We have to. We got to keep it
Good
real for
time.
you guys because, like I said, if this is our passion, then we really need to fucking keep it real. It doesn't matter what wrestling company you represent or what you love or whatever. Like, we keep it real. We need to keep it real. This is what we love. Art, what's going on? How you doing, bro? Yes, we will be doing a reaction video immediately after AEW. However, it's going to be a late night. I can just tell you that right now.
yeah, I would tell you this right now. Like this Full Gear, and I'm looking at the card. First match that I'm automatically thinking of tag titles. Because
Matter of fact, did you want me to put that on the screen? Because I actually got the card right here.
Oh, okay,
Matter of
that's good.
fact, yeah, I got the card right here. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Hang on, let me just do this. Here we go. All right, can you guys see it?
Yeah, Best Buy,
yeah,
$99. Okay.
Hold on, let me oh yeah, Black Friday is next week, y'all. So so actually this is actually pretty cool. So you guys can actually matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in so you guys can actually get the card. Okay. So first up, I know you was talking about the tag team titles. Did you want to talk about the tag titles or did you want to talk about this?
yeah, we go. Yeah, because we gotta save the main event last for this.
Okay.
Yeah, last.
So let's go to the tag team titles. Let's go there first. Okay. All right. So the Lucha Bros versus FTR. Go ahead, Reese.
Man, FTR working with Andrade and then getting the tag titles off or AAA tag belts off Lucha Brothers. Yeah, I admit that was cool. But we all know one thing. When it comes to Ray and Penta, when them two come looking for revenge, yeah, it's going to get nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And FTR, ooh, yeah, y'all about to see the side of the Lucha Brothers that not too many people don't want to see. And if you, yeah, you can ask Santana Ortiz because they'll tell you from firsthand experience.
But you know what? I'm gonna have to kind of disagree with you on this one. FTR is probably one of the most dangerous tag teams in AEW. If you did not see, what was dude's name? I forgot his name.
Max.
What's
No,
up, Andrade?
no. The dude from FTR. Dax, yes. He had a phenomenal match with Pac this past Wednesday.
Yes, he did.
If you guys did not watch that match, you need to watch that match. That match was a treat.
He had a
wonderful singles. Harwood and Wheeler can definitely go. Like singles tags, they can do it all.
I like I said, I'm just scared because I remember watching the Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks. And that blew my mind so much. I'm like, how can they top that? You know what I'm saying?
I think they can with FTR. FTR, yeah, they have the one thing that I love about the tag team division in AEW. It's like they got so much fucking chemistry. Like it doesn't matter like who they. Yeah, it's like you're gonna get your money's worth. Does not matter like what tag team is in the square circle. It's like you're going to get a fucking like spectacular show. So that's what I love about Lucha Bros versus FTR. And this is not the first time we have seen them in the ring.
Okay.
Or is it? Is this going to be the first time?
Nah,
I didn't think so. Okay, cool. But who do you guys think is going to be retaining? Or I mean, who do you think is going to be winning? That's why I should have asked.
yeah.
I see the Lucha Brothers walking out with the belts again. Yeah.
Considero miedo. Mhm.
uh,
Breeze?
Yep, Considero miedo. Lucha Brothers retain.
Yeah, I think Lucha Bros going to retain too. I think it's a little bit too early for them to take the tag team titles off of them. All right, the next match, it like I said, up and down. This
yeah.
this this card, it's just phenomenal. Darby Allin versus MJF. These two are the homegrown talent of AEW, which I knew that they was going to be stars about 3 years ago. It's like watching them grow up, you know, throughout the company has just been crazy because 3 years ago we didn't even know who the fuck they were. We knew who they were, but they wasn't a big name. Now, 3 years later, dude, these are future
And
world champions right here that you see right here. These
these are AEW. This is, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
They're like when we talk about WWE homegrown talent, this is AEW homegrown talent that we break out next to watch every single week. Like, especially MJF,
Hold on, I gotta stop
like,
sharing for a second.
especially
I'm
with
sorry.
MJF, like his is so fire to watch.
So bad.
Especially MJF, like
sharing for a second.
especially with MJF, like his.
Wait. Hold on.
He must got something on.
Yeah. Hold on, Matt. You might have to put some earphones on because we're hearing a feedback. That's why I had to take you off for a second. So when you get that fixed, let me know and then I'll bring you back on. Go ahead.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Antoine.
Like MJF, like they use the word nuclear heat loosely. This dude got nuclear heat, like to the
Yeah.
point that I didn't know he really don't like his mother and father. It's bad. Like it's when they interviewing your moms and pops over the stuff that you're doing in the wrestling ring, that you got some heat, like for real, for real. And Darby Allin, I was like, I'm just amazed that a person his size can do the stuff that he can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, sometimes I worry about him because I'm like, God help me if he gets hurt. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm picking MJF on this one.
I would have to say MJF. MJF have been on a fucking tear for the past 2 years. This man, there is no one. I'm sorry, there is no one in AEW that can match MJF except for CM Punk, possibly. But right now, MJF is like on straight, extreme savage mode. Like, does not give a fuck. And then you got the snowflakes in, what I'm saying, in the IWC that saying, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't be disrespecting people's parents. When you are a heel, your job is for me to get under your skin.
Yep.
So I would say MJF.
Yeah.
Anybody
MJF
else?
for me too.
MJF for you too?
Yeah.
Reese?
I know, like, I wanted to go off the point where MJF said when he was talking about the 4 pillars and counting Jungle Boy and Sammy, and I know MJF's already beaten 2. Can he make it to clean sweep though? And I was like, initially, I'm thinking Darby's going to be that one threat that MJF can't get through, but after the last couple, after the little brawl they had like a week ago, yeah, this is like an MJF win.
Hey, I got a question though.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like Darby Allin is going to turn on Sting, or vice versa?
At some point, yeah.
It's happening soon, but I can't pinpoint when though.
Okay, I thought it was just me.
Yeah. The next match is Christian Cage, Jurassic Express versus the Super Click. I'm not gonna lie, the Super Click has been very entertaining since Adam Cole. Yeah, ever since Adam Cole has came on the scene, Adam Cole has like it's like he has not lost a step. Then you bring on Fish
Yeah.
on the scene. It's like we had a little temporary undisputed reunion or whatever, even though that
Yep.
didn't last that long.
I
But
freaking loved it. I loved it.
yes, that was tight. Um Tomorrow night, I believe I'm going based on the storyline. So I would say, oh damn, this
See,
is
see, with me, Chris, I feel like because didn't the Super Click and these Jurassic Express and Christian Cage fight before too, and the Super Click won.
they have been winning ever since this rivalry has
Yeah,
started
so
since
I feel like
September.
Jurassic Express need like, especially them two, because they're in the tag division. I feel like they need this win. You know what I mean? Just because they're in the tag team division. Uh I don't know, but that's just me. But
I think Jurassic Express because they really have been getting beat down
yeah,
for months.
yep,
And I believe that they should get some type of win, some type of redemption win. Because right now, if they lose tomorrow night, I would really say that Jurassic Express is being buried, and I don't know why.
yeah,
Oh,
More or less to get Luchas or Jungle Boy away from Luchasaurus because
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, because I think Luchasaurus is really getting on my nerves right now.
And I think they're really trying to push Jungle Boy.
Yes, because between the two,
Yeah,
Jungle Boy is really standing out to me.
yeah, he's standing out.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Plus, not to mention like all the attacks they just had on him. Like I said, with Bobby Fish and the match they even had tonight on Rampage, and then Cole trying to lay him out, but thankfully Christian Luchasaurus came to the rescue and whatnot. And but the one time Christian Jurassic Express actually had the upper hand on his super click,
Hmm.
Jungle Boy was actually the one who was the catalyst of it because when he came diving off the stage
yep.
like
That
right
was
in front
that
of
was
Austin
insane.
Theory.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and then when he locked Cole in the snare trap before Christian blasted him with the concerto, that was about
Hmm.
the one real time that Jungle Boy actually got the better of the super click.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I can't wait to see that match though. I am not gonna lie. The next match is the Inner Circle versus the Men of the Year and the top American Top Team.
I
American Top
love the
Team.
storyline. The storyline's great.
Yes, American Top Team really needed that spark for Men of the Year because Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, I'm sorry, but like they wasn't really doing anything for me. I mean, they have heat, but they needed that extra spark.
Yeah, and then they
And
have that Dan guy who's the mouthpiece for American Top Team.
Yeah,
He
Lambert's
remind,
definitely been the selling man for them.
And the
yeah,
yeah,
crazy
he
thing is, he's
reminds me
like,
of like Paul Heyman,
yeah,
but in just a different aspect of the way he talks and stuff. And then he goes back and forth with the crowd. It's great.
and he's like that in real life when he runs the American Top Team.
Oh, is
Like,
he?
yeah, like if you watch MMA, he's like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. The only thing I don't understand because I really like because I watch MMA as well.
Yeah.
Um, I know I know what Judah Dos Santos and Andre Arlovski could do in a cage.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I don't know what they could do in a wrestling ring. I'm like, they look lost to me. Like, except
yeah,
when they did that beatdown the last episode. I was like, all right, they look whatever. I want to see them in a ring doing something. I don't want them like Cain Velasquez in WWE looking all crazy. I'm like,
right.
Yeah,
Right. Now I know that you guys are seeing a feedback or whatever on the screen, but
yeah.
I
yeah,
just
You
want to get back to the comments though. Okay, so William said he doesn't trust Adam Cole, especially he has a stare down towards
that was insane. That
yeah.
gave me goosebumps. I think that's gonna be a rivalry soon. That's if Hangman either doesn't win the title or if he wins the title, because if he wins the title, that could be like Adams in per se to go for the title. Considering if Kenny loses it, and then it would keep it in the elite, but it would be Adam instead of Kenny.
Honestly, we'll get to that in a second though. But going back
Yeah.
to Men of the Year versus the Inner Circle, I think Men of the Year and top America Top Team should win
Yeah,
because
and I
this will
think
be a
with
huge
Jericho as like in the match as well, he's probably gonna put that Dan guy over, as we
Mhm.
say as fans, over. And
Well, they pretty much told the ending Wednesday on Dynamite because they said they're trying to get Lambert to pin Jericho.
yeah,
Mhm.
that table spot though was crazy. I didn't think Lambert was gonna. I mean, given he had help bringing him down, but
Mhm.
I was kind of surprised he held him up
Mhm.
and didn't drop Jericho on his head.
Right. So let's see which one to talk about first because these two are hot.
Yeah, that.
Um,
Yeah,
you know what? Let's go with Daniel Bryanson versus Miro.
that's
Uh,
gonna be really good. I no doubt about it, because both of them, considering we're both in the same company, not in AEW but WWE, and I don't know if they ever faced each other in
We never face
WWE.
each other.
No, they haven't. That's
Not that I
insane.
remember.
I don't think they ever. Yeah, I don't think they ever faced each other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Because Miro was mid
Yeah,
card
Bruce,
and Brian was
our world champion.
yeah, up there
world
with
champion.
Junior and them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but now it's like Miro is more experienced
yeah,
and he's more like this is the version we should have seen in the
right.
WWE. I mean, we've seen flashes, but we never seen the full version of Miro slash Rusev against Daniel Bryan. Like Daniel Bryan said, it's really hard to really prepare for Miro because Miro is deceptively like strong and really
Yeah,
really fast, and also he has a submission move where you literally cannot get out of. It's like
yeah,
it kind of reminds me of the Venus flytrap almost.
Yeah.
Like it's like once he puts you in it, you can't get out of it.
yeah,
Plus, Brian Danielson has neck issues. Bending
yeah,
him backwards can be very dangerous towards him.
Well, then again, so does Miro because you think of course, locking that lapel lock that works your neck.
Yeah.
Then of course throwing like DDTs, and then you think between both of these guys with their submission game, with their striking, yeah. All I gotta say is Minneapolis. Um, for all the doctors in the Twin Cities, yeah, I think you're gonna have a pretty busy night come Saturday. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, that card is huge, dude.
yeah.
That the card is just wow. Um,
But I feel like I see Miro winning just because he hasn't, and like if we look in WWE, he was mid card. So if they give him like a little bit of a push to maybe, because I honestly think it's still too early for Brian to get a title shot right away. Because then you'll have the critics like saying, "Oh, they're playing favoritism, this, that, and the other thing." Like, you know how it goes.
Well, I think Brian Danielson's not going to win because as COVID stipulations release, you're going to start seeing him going back and forth from
Yeah,
New Japan and AEW.
yeah,
mhm.
So I don't see him winning, becoming world champion, and then going to New Japan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This one
Oh.
is very interesting. CM Punk versus Eddie
Eddie Kingston.
Kingston. Yeah, this
Oh,
is
That's gonna be a banger, honestly.
I
can we give that one promo of the year just for that segment they had on Rampage last week?
definitely,
Now, yeah,
and I'm also seeing CM Punk slowly turning.
Yep.
Like that turn is slowly. He
Yeah.
needed someone to help him with his turn.
I,
And like
I,
lately he has been really on that straight edge type of persona. Like I'm
Yep.
really digging.
Yeah.
I, yo, I'm glad this is happening because how can I explain it? Eddie Kingston made me give a damn about CM Punk again. Because after like the first couple of weeks, all I saw him was doing promos and stuff. I'm like, how many times he wrestled since he's been there? Like once, twice? I don't know. I ain't see. So I'm like, every time I see CM Punk, he's in the ring talking about stuff. So except the part where he was talking about Moxley, that
Yeah.
was deep. All the other promos, I was like, damn, he's doing another promo. He's doing another promo. And then when he did the promo with Eddie Kingston, I was like, son, I was really going to go to a bathroom break until they start going off. I was like, oh shit, this is fire. What the hell?
Yeah.
They're talking
And
shit.
the crazy thing is that we were getting an education about them having this feud for 15 years.
Yeah.
Goes all the way back to Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I didn't know about Ring of Honor situation, but damn, that's another episode, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was unaware because like back then I really didn't watch like Ring of Honor like
Yeah.
that.
Me neither.
But they was really educating us on like, you know what I'm saying, like how CM Punk played politics to get himself over. He put out a few names,
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan. I mean, like putting out government names and shit.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to CM Punk doesn't need to lose right now, but he do need to continue his feud with Kingston. Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is a hot feud right
Yeah.
now.
I feel like they're gonna carry that over for a little while. Back and forth with the promos and stuff. And then it'll probably go like probably like a street fight if this one doesn't end in like a no contest or something, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
This is where reality, when you blur the lines, and it worked because the way that they were still in hell, even when they were in the parking lot Wednesday on Dynamite, this felt like as close to a shoot as like anything in wrestling in recent memory, because I was like, damn, these two really do not like each other, and you can like hear it, you can feel it, you can see it. And I was like, man, whatever is going to happen between them two tomorrow, yeah, I would not be surprised if damn near every shot in that match was like stiff and it was a legitimate shot.
Yeah.
So you really think they really do not like each other in real life?
And if they do, they're doing a good job selling this story. But like I said, it's like one of them blurred lines, because whenever you take personal stuff,
yeah,
either
they're the best of friends or they really don't like each other.
And it's like I can't really tell because it's like I don't know. It's that's how you know that the storyline is very, very good.
Yeah.
Because like we can't even tell if it's real or not.
The funny part was when Punk called him a bum. That was wicked funny.
It was wicked funny, but then also it really did something to Kingston because it was just like, dude, you gonna sit up here and gonna call me a bum after everything that I've been through and the shit that you put me through when we was in Ring of Honor, whatever. Like I said, one thing about Kingston, he does not forget, and he does not forget.
I'm sure he doesn't. Yeah.
Now the one that hit me is when Kingston told him in his face, he's like, "Yo, nobody wants you here. They just scared to tell you." I was like, "Ooh, that was deep."
Yeah.
That hurt.
That hurt.
Oh, but not as that one hurt, but his real zinger came at the end when he said, "Yo, after I whoop your ass, yo, please quit for another 7 years."
7 years. That was deep.
Yeah, that hurt too. Yeah, that That hurt deep.
Yep,
Um,
that was crazy.
So let's see. Women's Championship: Brie Baker versus Tay Continuing.
Ty
Conte.
Conti.
Tanti.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So y'all just don't
E
care. Y'all just got
M
Oh, I
quiet.
care.
E.
Oh, no, I
Right,
care.
yeah.
Is she a black? I think Tay Conti is a black belt in
Judo or
judo.
jujitsu.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 So I got a special heart for people that in the martial arts because I also practice myself. So I'm going with Ty Conti, even though I know she's not going to win.
Yeah,
I'm going
you
Britt
know
Baker.
what? A lot of people think that Ty can't win this match. I actually think she can
Yeah.
because, with all due respect to DMD,
I like
he's been
both, but I
crushing it
feel
this
like
year.
Britt's gonna retain. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see the only person I see beating her is like either Thunder Rosa or eventually if that what's that Jamie Hayter person that's
Yeah.
with her now. I can possibly see her go after the title eventually, like in the long run.
What about what's her name? Jade. You don't see her.
Jay Cargill.
Jay Cargill, but the thing is though, she's in that TBS tournament or whatever. If
Yeah.
she wins
Yeah.
that title, there's really no need for her to go for that title right away
Yeah.
if she's gonna win the tournament. You know.
And you can still see like how long she's been wrestling. She only a couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You can still see she's trying to get her feet wet because
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's
Jade's
definitely there
still
for
a
the look.
dream.
She's definitely there for the look. She has a phenomenal look, but her wrestling skills is subpar.
Yeah.
Yeah, very subpar,
Yeah.
definitely. So the last match, World Championship, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page.
Christ, hold on. Wait,
Yeah.
you gotta add one because they did add Cody and Pac against Andrade
Oh
and
yeah,
Malachi Black.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that match,
That's gonna either end in a double count out or no contest.
but I really want to kind of talk about this part. Two AEW, or not AEW, two NXT stars teaming up with each other.
Yeah.
Both of them were fierce rivals in NXT, and now seeing them in an unlikely alliance, and they have chemistry out of this world. I
Yeah.
never thought that was going to actually happen,
Yeah.
but thank God for AEW for them doing that shit because the shit actually works.
And
Yep.
that was the crazy thing. Like when
There's
you
actually
remember
three
that
in it.
battle they
three of
had
them.
for the NXT Championship, I would have never thought Andrade and Black would have ever made good allies, but man, they are crushing it so far. And
Yeah.
speaking on the other half of this, yeah, although and probably a part of Cody's career that he'd like to forget. Let's not forget Pac and Cody had a little history too with the whole SummerSlam matchup with Arrow and
Oh yeah, Stephen Amell. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, he was Stardust. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
How about that nonsense?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm going to be real. Y'all got to be happy with Stardust, yo. Because if it wasn't for
Stardust gave me life. I'm sorry.
No. If it wasn't for Stardust, we might not have AEW right now because that's when he was sick and tired of wrestling. He was done with wrestling. He was trying to get everything out of his mind to get out of WWE. And it was because of Stardust.
Yep.
Yeah. So if they didn't invent that Stardust, hey, God only knows. AEW might not exist. Ring of Honor might still be in.
Stardust was stupid, but he made it work though.
Yeah, no, he did.
You know what that is? That was the equivalent of his father with the polka dots. You know, they did that to mess with him, and he made it work.
Yep.
Hey, that goes back to what we were talking about at the top of the show when Vince like letting certain people keep their name, although Dusty was probably the only exception to that. Well, he was a half exception because it's like, he's still Dusty Rhodes, but you gave him that damn polka dots.
Yeah, but Dusty Rhodes never went to like the top in WWE. Like he could have been world champion. Like we know him as Dusty Rhodes, the NWA champion, and you put some damn polka dots on him with Sapphire, and I'm up there like, come on, son, really? Like the only real feud that he had that I enjoyed was with Macho Man.
Yep. Yeah, Sapphire and Sherry went at it.
Sapphire and Sherry, that's it. Yeah. Well, yeah, back to AEW. I'm sorry.
Yes. So the last match is Heyman Page versus Kenny Omega.
Cowboy shit.
This match had been growing since the beginning of AEW.
Since the start of AEW.
Because they were a tag team. They were a tag team when AEW first debuted, right?
Yeah, and they weren't lying when they said that they were building up Heyman Page in the background. I just never thought that was possible, but they did.
Well, this is all right. This is what happened, right? And I think me and you, Chris, had this discussion like when AEW first started, and people was upset. They was like, "Why is Chris Jericho their first champion?" I said because they needed the people to know who Hangman Page was. Everybody knew who Chris Jericho was. That's why they brought the novice wrestling fans to watch AEW. So when you come to AEW, see Chris Jericho as champion, you're gonna see him fight a guy. You be like, hold up, who's this guy? And then you're gonna start investing into Hangman Page. If they would have gave the belt to Hangman Page when the company first started, it wouldn't have been right. This feels right now. You know what I'm saying? You built him up. We all know who Hangman Page is. He's about that life. We're all rooting for him. He's gonna get it tomorrow night.
Yeah, and then too, like what Reese said, they're going to his hometown next week.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I forgot about
Yeah, so either that's a guarantee he's gonna win the belt, or I don't know what they're gonna do.
You know what? I was about to say that if that was the other company, because you know how they WWE does. When you go to your hometown, they have to bury you in your hometown.
Yeah, like Keith Lee. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're like Edge or somebody, but here's the one thing I really got to bring up, and I'm sure y'all then had y'all opinions of this one. Bully Ray. Bully Ray.
What do you do now?
Oh no! Remember you said it. He thought that now wasn't the time to give Hangman this title.
You know, Bully Ray is such a two-faced, bipolar, bald-headed, fat bastard. You know, it's just he does not know what he's. I mean, he does not know what the fuck he wants. He doesn't. You know, I respect him. He is part of the greatest tag team champions. He is. But at the end,
he's better than Booker T. Just saying, no pun intended.
Huh? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So my thing is that I think we all can agree that it's time for Heyman Page to become world champion.
Yeah,
it's time. Well, with that, it's time for Omega to sit down.
Yes, and to recover because he has nagging injuries and yes.
He was
he's probably gonna drop it and then get better and whatnot and then
come back.
Make a comeback and that, and also too that could possibly be also too because you said he's injured and stuff, fighting through injuries. That could also mean Adam Cole could step in too.
Yes, because someone needs to fill in that void.
Yeah,
and AEW have a monster ass roster.
Yeah,
which anyone can fill that void.
I was about to say that. I was like, they got a monster roster, but I think it's going to get bigger in the next couple of months.
Oh, it's going to get bigger. As a matter of fact, Bray Wyatt might show up tomorrow night as well.
Or what's that? Hideo Itami guy too from New Japan.
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying about O'Reilly. His contract is coming out
yeah, January, I think.
January,
Yeah.
and Kevin Owens contract.
Oh, and although like New Japan's going to be having a card in California tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, let's also
yeah, they're
remember that
yeah,
they just brought up Chaos, which means Okada may be working his way into through that forbidden door
Oh
in
yeah.
the coming weeks and months.
Wait, Okada is chaos?
Yeah, he's the leader of it.
He is the leader of Chaos.
yeah, because that's why what do you call it? Orange
Oh,
Cassidy and them had that chaos towel looking thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, ooh,
and that's
Okada.
what yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
and
ooh.
that's also another reason why they brought in that other Japanese guy that fought Moxley too.
What the one on
Oh,
Impact? What's his name? Ah man, what's the old boy's name?
Suzuki and
Yeah,
Suzuki.
Suzuki. Yeah,
Yeah, because I think
because to be
isn't he going?
honest, I had
Yeah.
never even heard of the guy
Oh,
until
no, I watch New Japan. It's just
yeah.
I be forgetting some of these guys' name.
Yeah,
Like,
but
and
Hideo Itami,
yeah,
that promo
yeah,
you guys showed
Kenta.
last week, Chris, that was, and I saw that. I'm like, and that just happened right before you went live the other night, and
yeah. See,
that was crazy.
yeah. See, because I was sitting back and I was like, oh shit.
you're like, who
Oh,
this?
yeah. Like I'm like, who is this?
Yeah, that was Hideo Itami, and it's funny. I bring him up because he debuted the same time as Finn Balor did,
Yeah.
and they were a tag team at one point.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, everyone. So tomorrow night is going to be huge.
Yeah, you're
Um,
coming on the air like midnight, right? Or are you gonna do like a watch party like you did last
Yeah,
time?
fan
no,
actually.
we're not. Yeah, we're not gonna do. I don't think we're gonna do a watch party this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk with my boy Jeremy because he's coming over here to watch it with me. I think what we're gonna do is we're probably just going to talk about it after the show because like I have to go to work on
On
Sunday.
Sunday?
He
Okay.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. So like he can just, probably just kick it over here. But yeah, tomorrow night what we'll do is throughout the day we'll try to pump up um Full Gear. If you guys want to, I will really invest on watching AEW All Out leading up to Full Gear because like this is tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming on. We'll
Thank you,
talk
brother.
to you guys. Yeah, no problem. Matt, Rocky Reese, and Antoine, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you
Hey,
guys tomorrow night for all Full Gear. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye, guys.
hey, hey.
Bye, y'all.